Oh, hi, I'm Matt.
And welcome back to Mindbreakers.
Whoa.
Now, we're all very exhausted here on Mindbreakers because we've just spent 2 years of Halloweens doing not even all. That's what pisses me off, actually. Not even all of the Halloween movies.
Damn.
Last week we did the 2018 Halloween. There's still more.
Yeah, there's
still
what,
more.
2? There's 2?
Yeah, there's Halloween Kills. There's probably another one. There is one by the time of recording, but by the time this comes up, I guarantee there'll be another one.
Probably.
But because we're so exhausted of this John Carpenter horror series, which actually didn't have John Carpenter since like the third one, we decided to do a John Carpenter horror movie, which at least doesn't have any of the same actors, except, of course, for Jamie Lee Curtis.
Ooh.
We're doing The Fog.
Oh, The Fog. This is interesting for me because I've only seen the new one. I've never seen the... I'm assuming you mean the original.
Yes.
I've
never seen the new one. But
watched it when it came out. That's all I remember.
One thing I'm unsure of with this movie is because IMDb says it came out in 1980.
Mm-hmm.
But the credits said it came out in 1979.
So who's lying?
I don't know.
Damn. We got a mystery on our hands.
But it's an unearthly fog rolls into a small coastal town exactly 100 years after a ship mysteriously sank in its waters.
That sounds easy enough.
It's John Carpenter. It's early John Carpenter, which generally means it's going to be really good.
Yep.
It stars recurring actors, actually, from other John Carpenter films, including Adrienne Barbeau.
Yeah.
Who we definitely remember from Escape from New York.
Yep.
And I remember from Swamp Thing, but that was a Wes Craven movie. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Ah, there she is.
Obviously, that's Laurie Strode.
Yep.
Janet Leigh.
Really?
Like, Psycho Janet Leigh.
Yeah.
Freaking legend.
Wow.
Of the genre. And this is an interesting one. Tom Atkins.
Tom Atkins. I've heard that name.
He was the main character in Halloween 3.
Oh. Okay.
The rest of these people, not really anyone I know. Though it is interesting that Tom Atkins plays Nick Castle, who is I don't know if it's a real person or one of John Carpenter's pseudonyms, because he had pseudonyms that he used to make it seem like he had more people working for him than he did.
Yeah.
Who he shows up in the credits as like a producer or a line producer or something on almost every John Carpenter film.
Really?
I remember it distinctly.
Huh.
Because I remember it sounded like a combination of Nick Fury and Frank Castle.
Right.
Which is kind of how I think of Snake Plissken also.
Sure.
But that's irrelevant. Anyway, The Fog, 6.8 out of 10, an hour and 29 minutes, rated R.
I mean, sounds like a Carpenter film.
Let's get lost in The Fog.
The Fog.
John Carpenter's The Fog.
This is KAB, Antonio Bay. Stevie Wayne here, and let me be the first to wish Antonio Bay a happy birthday. We're 100 years old today, and keep a watch out for that fog bank heading in from the east.
100 years ago, between midnight and 1, something unknown came out of the fog. Now it has returned.
Oh, Jesus.
100 years ago, between midnight and 1, something unnatural came out of the fog. Now it has returned. years ago, between midnight and 1, something evil came out of the fog. Now it has returned.
Who's there?
The fog.
Antonio Bay has a curse on it. We're all cursed. There's no water getting here, but something awful cold, Pin.
I think I'll go to Vancouver now.
Where's the fog now?
Well, it should be right outside my door now.
Oh, there's something different about this fog. Dan, stay away from the door! Someone listen to me!
Get inside and lock your doors. Close your windows. There's something in the fog. Stay away from the fog. From the creator of Halloween, the ultimate experience in terror and suspense. John Carpenter's The Fog, starring Adrienne Barbeau, Jamie Lee Curtis, John Houseman, Janet Leigh as Kathy Williams, and Hal Holbrook as Father Malone. The Fog. What you can't see won't hurt you. It will kill you. Between midnight and 1, it will find you.
That was very, very good, in my opinion.
I mean, it's a John Carpenter movie in the 80s. It was good.
Do you have thoughts on this compared to the remake for someone who has never seen the remake?
Okay, here's the thing. I saw the remake when it came out, and I was like in, 2005,
Yeah, it was
I think?
2005.
Yeah, I don't remember jack about the movie. Like,
Is that the one
I
that
remember,
had
I remember like the
Lawrence
boat
Fishburne
and the
in it?
zombies and stuff, but that's it.
Was Lawrence Fishburne in that?
You know, I don't know, but it sounds like he
No,
might have been.
he was in Assault on Precinct 13, the remake of that,
Oh, okay.
which
Yeah,
I think came out the same year.
I actually don't even know who's in the Fog remake.
Kind of hate that movie.
Assault on Precinct 13?
The remake, yeah. Because I've
only seen the original.
I've been
so.
trying to find it on DVD for years.
Oh, okay.
And every time it's like, oh, Assault on Precinct 13. The remake, shit.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people.
Like that one time I found The Omen at Walmart on DVD for like $5. So I bought it, took it home, only to pop it in and find out it's the remake.
Damn.
So I donated it to the library.
Fair enough. I mean, and I looked at the cast for the remake, and I don't recognize anybody here. I don't think.
Anyway, we start with a guy telling ghost stories to some kids.
A bunch of kids. Yeah.
I don't know if they're scouts or if they're just random children.
I don't know. The scene's very weird, and does it really go anywhere?
Kind of, because he's talking about about the plot later in the movie.
Well, I meant do we see them ever again?
The kids? No.
Okay. Yeah, he tells the ghost story about how
There's these people who want to make a leper colony, and they were out on. They're trying to get to land, but there was a campfire, and they thought that was the lighthouse. So they went to that on their boat, and so they sank. They hit a reef or shoals or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And so it was 100 years ago exactly this very night. And they will search out campfires and do stuff ghosts do that's killing people.
Yeah, and say it's typical ghost story. Ghosts do ghost things.
Yeah, they tend to do ghost things a lot. Ghosts do.
Yeah, they really need to stop. They need to find a new hobby, honestly.
We need to get the Ghostbusters in on this.
Yeah, it would have been solved a lot easier, I'm sure.
Or maybe they could fight other ghosts.
Like ghosts fighting ghosts?
Yeah, like Danny Phantom.
I want that. I want that as a movie. Just ghosts fighting
I'm
ghosts.
sure there was a live action Danny Phantom movie, and I'm sure it was terrible.
Actually, there wasn't. Surprisingly,
Huh.
there's only the 1 hour or like 3-part special movie thing that they did to close the series. That was it. No live action, thank God, because
Yeah,
that would have, that would have fucked up one of the few good things Butch Hartman did.
I'm just seeing live action Cosmo in my mind.
There were 3 of those movies.
I still think that they should have done a third or fourth Jimmy Timmy Power Hour.
So do I.
But it was Ultra Lord versus the Crimson Chin.
Absolutely, 100%.
So, it tells a story about the ghosts and the sea captain.
We get the titles and the opening credits.
Without the theme doesn't play over the opening credits. Very
Does not.
surprisingly.
Yeah, very odd. Very, very odd.
And then we get into town. There's at the lighthouse. It's
This is a news station, right? Like the not the news station.
It's a radio
station.
radio broadcast center.
Yeah.
Where Adrienne Barbeau is Stevie Wayne.
I love that name.
Which is
Sorry.
funny because she's also in Batman the Animated Series as Catwoman.
Oh shit! Really?
So everything weirdly connected, and it's great.
It's pretty good. I didn't know that. That's good. I like that.
And she's giving the broadcast, and some weather guy says like, "Hey," calls in like, "Hey, I thought you might want to know there's a fog rolling in, and I think it's glowing. Weird. Which way's the fog going? It's going east. That doesn't make sense because the wind's going west.
Yeah, because the wind's going west.
How's the fog going east? I don't know.
Fuck it. It's a fog. You can do whatever it wants.
So the fog's rolling in. Not really fast. It doesn't do anything yet, but stuff starts to go weird in town.
Yeah, like gas nozzles come out and start pouring gas on the floor. The weird
lots of lights explode.
Yeah, lots of lights explodes. Alarms going off.
All the car
windows
horns
breaking.
It's great.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone in town was pleased.
There's a guy cleaning in a convenience store.
He gets like an earthquake or something, right?
Earthquake. I gotta say, as someone who works in it up in there, the guy takes the orange juice out of the fridge.
Yeah.
And he opens it, and then he drinks some.
Yep.
And then he puts it back.
Yep.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that. Just don't do that. Whether you're working there or you're just there to buy something, don't do that.
No,
just don't do that.
Buy it if you want to drink the orange juice.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Don't take a sip and put it back. That's disgusting.
It's not good. That's not good. Yeah, just like crazy shit's happening all over town. We meet a driver on the road.
Tom Atkins.
It's Tom Atkins. She's a hitchhiker.
That's Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's Jamie Lee Curtis, whose names I don't remember in the movie.
I'm just gonna pull up their names. I have IMDb here
because they don't really say each other's names that often in this film.
So Tom Atkins is Nick Castle.
Oh, that's it, Nick Castle.
And Jamie Lee Curtis is Elizabeth Soley.
Okay. He pulls over. He picks her up. He asks her. She asks him where he's going. He says the end of town. That's far enough. Blah blah blah. They're on the road. They're having a fun chit chat. When all of a sudden, shit just blows up. Like their windows explode.
Yeah, all the windows blow in. Just shatter.
Freaks them out reasonably. And they just have no idea what the hell's going on, so they decide to get back to town as quick as we can. Wink, wink. It's the fog doing fog shit.
Fog does that so often. I wish they wouldn't. I wish the fog would just stop doing fog stuff.
I can get the earthquakes, the little rumbles. I can get all that. The window breaking is a bit much. I think that's a bit much. I'll be real.
Especially, it's like the thing that kind of bothers me with the weird voice, with the voices happening in Evil Dead before the book is read. It's the same kind of deal here, because the fog's not here yet.
Yeah, and yet it's causing all this chaos.
So the fog shouldn't be doing anything if it hasn't arrived.
It does get close to someone soon, though. Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we also have the priest.
Yep.
Completely forgot about.
who he's drinking in his church, and then a brick falls out of the wall.
Yeah, and inside that wall is a book.
It's a journal of his great grandfather.
And he...
This is his Father Malone, so his great grandfather is also Father Malone.
Yep.
Just to confuse you.
Because that won't be a thing to worry about later on. Don't worry, it's fine.
It only serves to confuse the viewer.
Yeah, I know. Try to give him some false hope, you know. Yeah, it was just really weird shit that happens that night, and
we find out. Well, they're having this they're playing this celebration for the founding of the Bay.
Of the Bay, yeah.
Bay. Janet Leigh is the event coordinator.
Yep. Everything's kind of going as planned so far. They got a new statue built.
Yep.
She's just checking out, making sure everything's okay. I think she goes to visit the priest, right?
Yeah, and he shows her the book and tells her the story about, hey, you know that accident about the crew of lepers that sank?
Yeah,
that was planned. That was actually murder.
Yeah, so we're celebrating murder.
Yeah,
good job, everyone.
I mean, it hasn't stopped Thanksgiving in the States yet, or in Canada yet. But whatever.
Oh, I know.
It hasn't stopped Columbus Day.
But yeah, he's just like, don't do that. Just don't celebrate it. Maybe.
Oh, but we have to though.
But why?
Because we already have everything set up.
Okay, but how about we just don't? How about we just don't celebrate it?
Well, how about you just don't, and let us do our thing?
I hope this whole town dies.
Well, no.
No. Yeah, he tries to stop it.
We meet Adrienne Barbeau's kid, who's being looked after by Mrs. Doubtfire, basically.
Yeah.
Just looks exactly like Mrs. Doubtfire, which is impressive, because Mrs. Doubtfire was Robin Williams in makeup.
Yep. He's hanging out with her because, I mean, his mom, when she works at the news station, it's like the night broadcast.
And she's the only one there.
Yep. So, can't exactly leave a kid alone, now can you? Okay, kid his age alone, I should say.
He goes on the beach and he finds a piece of wood from the Elizabeth Dane.
Dane.
Which is very, very amusing to me.
Why?
Because there's a boat which had the Ankara sarcophagus in it in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, where the sarcophagus seemed undisturbed, but every single person on the ship was slaughtered. Called the Elizabeth Dane, and it's one of the worst missions in the game. Or at least it was, until I realized you don't have to sneak all the way to the sarcophagus, you can just go on the laptop.
Interesting.
And look at the security footage, but yeah, it's the Elizabeth Dane is one of it's the first mission you get upon, no, it's the last mission before getting into downtown, I think. No, the first mission upon getting into downtown.
I've never played it, so
you should. It's really good.
Yeah, I know it's been on the list for a little bit, for a little while. I will get to it at some point.
Don't play a Malkavian first.
Don't worry. I'll consult you before I start.
Malkavians speak in nonsense, and it'll help to have played it before and know what it means.
Oh, okay, I understand.
So basically, know what their goofiness translates to in human speak.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, not much stuff happens in the movie outside of just characters going around.
Nick Castle and
Elizabeth
end up. They go to a hotel and they get together.
Yeah, she's like a traveling artist or something.
Yeah.
Does she have much of a backstory? Did I miss that?
No, she just hitchhiked a lot.
All right. And turns out some spooky stuff happened on a boat.
Yeah, there's a boat, and they're listening to the radio.
Having a good old drinking time.
And they're talking about Stevie Wayne. Like, I'd sure like to meet her. I actually saw her in the grocery store once with her kid. And you would like to meet her.
These fucking drunken sailors, man.
And the mist comes in, and pirates kill them.
Fuck yeah. Sorry, the pirate boat was so cool.
We see especially because, and this is why it's better than Black Demons, aside from that it's well written, not racist, well acted, and a John Carpenter movie, is
fucking Black Demons, sorry.
hide the demons, hide your monsters in fog, and if you only see like silhouettes and maybe the eyes, they are infinitely scarier.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't see them because they're in the fog.
You know, these pirate ghost things, dead things, are so well done. Like the way they move and the way they have them at like a distance, so you can't really see what they are. The lighting is all good. I mean, it's just good. Like this whole scene's good. I love it.
And
Fucking kill them in horrible ways too.
They bring the corpses inland when they find them, and hey, this guy, this guy, you found him on a boat, yeah, you couldn't have. Why? He's
Drowned,
been,
right?
He drowned. He's been in the water for a week, judging by the decomposition here.
Yeah, and they're just like, but he fell on me.
But he was on the boat. Nah, it's impossible.
Also when they were searching the boat, there was a ton of water in the engine, despite the fact that the deck was completely dry.
Yep.
And they just go, well, that's wacky. And then they're like, whatever.
I mean, that's technically possible.
Sure, yeah.
Because the engine is the thing that obviously for the boat to move, the thing that the engine's connected to is under the water. So it is technically possible that water could get in through there. Was actually a massive problem with submarines.
Yeah. But the guy they found in the ship, no, he drowned. Yeah, y'all are crazy.
He should. Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird situation we got going on.
It's just a weird thing that's happening. There's even like some points where the event organizer was like, "Oh, my dog was barking until 6 a.m." and then the other person was like, "Oh, that's weird because my car alarm went off at like midnight. Whoa, that's wacky."
All of them
just like
once.
Yeah, everything happened at midnight once, and everyone's just like, "That's weird. Nothing ever happens in this town. Cool. We're gonna do the party anyway."
So Adrienne Barbeau's doing her. She has the piece of wood from the bay.
Yeah,
and
because her son brought it home, right, or whatever.
Yeah, and she's looking, and she's doing the radio broadcast when suddenly it like bleeds water.
So cool.
And says 6 must die.
Yep. Doesn't it catch on fire?
Maybe. I know it bleeds water.
I'm just gonna say it caught on fire.
And she tells her kid he's not allowed anywhere near the shore, near those rocks again because ghosts.
Weird shit. Just don't go. Just don't go. And the kid listens.
Yeah, as far as we know.
Yeah, good kid. Don't be a dumb.
Yeah.
And you'll never guess what happens.
Fog comes in.
The fog comes.
But before the fog comes in, the fog's coming in. We're at the coroner's.
Yeah.
And one of the bodies gets up. And don't get excited. This is not a zombie movie. It just falls on the ground and draws a 3 in marker.
Oh, I completely forgot about that scene.
Yeah, it just tells them that it's already killed 3. It has to kill 6.
Yeah.
And it got the 3 on the boat before.
So now 3 remain. 3 remain that must die.
And one of them ends up being Mrs. Doubtfire there, as the fog surrounds the house.
Yeah, and the fog also takes down the telephone lines.
Yes.
So I guess the fog knows how to do that.
Yes, and the power.
And the power.
Ghost fog, and you can do it at once.
I'm not saying it can't. I'm just saying I didn't know it had this intelligence, which causes her to use her CB radio to try to contact anyone.
And try to tell him to get in to get out of the house.
Yeah, and to someone go get her son because she can't leave.
Mrs. Doubtfire barricades him in his room and then gets killed by pirates.
God bless that woman. Sacrificing herself for a child.
Then Nick Castle and Elizabeth Soley show up and save the kid.
Yep.
Pull him out the window.
And they all go to the church,
they
right?
They all hole up in the church. There's Kathy Williams, Elizabeth Soley, Nick Castle. I think Sandy Fidel is her assistant. Is Kathy Williams'
I think
assistant.
so.
She's there. And Father Malone. They're all there.
Yep.
And he explains about the gold, that they stole the gold and then killed the people. So the pirates want either to kill 6 people or get their gold back.
Yeah.
The ghost pirates attack the lighthouse.
Yes, doesn't she like escape to the roof or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you can't
try to
escape
like
fog
and
on the
fights him
roof.
off, by the way.
You
And
can't
fights him off.
Yes, she does. It's quite cool.
Yeah.
But you can't really escape fog on the roof because it's fog.
Because fog. Do they travel in the fog?
Yes, exclusively.
Okay. What the I love this movie's rules.
It doesn't explain them, but it does definitely follow them.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know what the rules are.
It's at least consistent.
Yeah, like, we don't know what they are. The rules aren't written down, but, like, they're following it, and that's all that matters.
It's its own thing. It's an original It's not like vampires.
And it's really cool.
It is.
I really like the idea of the fog. Like, it's just neat that these fucking zombie pirates just move along with it.
It's cooler, I think, in my opinion, to have actually the fog is concealing, like, creatures than the fog just kills you on its own, because that's just kind of lame.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I like the idea that it's not really the fog itself that kills you, but it's the things that hide in it, right? Like
the fog,
right.
A fog that kills you only kind of works in that one Treehouse of Horror ending skit where that fog that turns you inside out, and then they do a chorus line.
About that, yeah. And you know, fog surrounds the church. They're all getting ready to have that last bout.
But then Father Malone and Tom Atkins find the gold that's been melted down into a, if it's that much gold, probably ridiculously heavy cross.
Yeah, so that cross is... I'm amazed that the father was able to hold on to it.
I thought it would take 2 people at least.
At least 2 people.
And because they find it with clues from the diary.
Yeah.
Then they bring it out and give it to the pirate captain, and then he takes it and lightning shoots at him, and then he becomes a beam of light and shoots up into the sky.
I love how anytime John Carpenter just has an excuse to like shine bright beams of light, he just goes for it. It's always good. This whole shot is great. I love it. Like the fucking priest holding onto it, shaking. The pirates are all like, "Fucking, what is this light?" And then shit happens.
I was supposed to be the one to fill your dark soul light.
I was thinking of that exact thing when that shit was happening. And then the pirates are just gone.
Yeah, they're gone. Everyone's like, "Well, that was a weird night. Let's get back to normal, I guess."
Yeah, we're just never gonna talk about this again.
My work here is done. What do you mean your work here is done? You didn't do anything.
Cape.
So, everyone lives happily ever after, or do they? Because when Father Malone's in the church, the pirates are behind him and cut off his head with a sword.
Credits.
Yes, just...
That's it.
Suck it. Bow.
Yeah, so I guess they killed, up to 5, and they still needed to kill him, I guess? Who knows?
But they gave the gold back. I also love that they didn't even use the gold to found the town of Antonio Bay. They just melted into a cross and hid it in the church.
Right?
Like, I don't understand.
Like when you think about like what this movie is trying to do, some of it's very stupid. But this is a really good movie.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, this is one of like the. I don't want to say sillier because like it's not silly.
Oh, I've seen sillier. This is nowhere near on the level of nonsense that Escape from LA.
No. I just mean like in terms of like the John Carpenter stuff.
Ghosts of Mars. I'm talking about other John Carpenter films.
Sure, yeah.
Ghosts
I just
of
mean
Mars.
Like, oh fuck! Right, I forgot you did that.
Escape from LA. Vampires. Yes, its name is just Vampires.
Classic.
Village of the Damned or Children of the Damned or whatever it's called that's based on Midwich Cuckoos.
He did that too?
Yeah. The one with Mark Hamill in it. The really bad one.
Yeah. Weird. But
also,
this
is also nowhere near as silly as some of his good movies, like, say, Big Trouble in Little China.
No, God, no. No.
The greatest movie ever.
It's up. Yeah, it's definitely up there. No, this is just a fun movie. I like this one.
Yeah, it was good. It was cool.
Like the ones we've covered at least. Like we did Escape from New York and The Thing.
The John Carpenter movies have been covered on this show.
I mean that I've done.
Oh yeah,
that I've done.
Escape from New York and The Thing.
Yeah,
But
like,
for
this is
anyone
definitely
wondering,
more the
on this show we've done for John Carpenter, Escape from L.A.
Halloween, I think.
What?
Halloween, right?
Yeah,
We've done
definitely
Halloween.
Halloween. I'm
Yeah.
saying them in order that we've done them though.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Damn. Long gap between.
Yeah, very, very, very much. In the Mouth of Madness.
Oh, there was him too. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
that movie's fantastic.
I've only seen it once.
You
I
should
would like
watch
to
it
see it again. Yeah.
In the Mouth of Madness. Vampires, Ghosts of Mars, Halloween, Escape from New York. Oh, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Escape from New York, and The Thing. And then this.
Alright. A good list so far. I'm sure there are plenty more out there that I don't know.
Oh, obviously. Like we haven't done They Live or Big Trouble in Little China yet.
Oh, true. I always forget he did They Live too.
They Live is such a great movie.
It's such a good movie. What a great time that movie is. Just like this one. This movie was a great time.
This movie was great. Next week, however.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm going to give this movie, by the way, 6 out of 6 Ghost Pirates.
Yeah, I'd say a good solid 6, 7.
Or were there 3 Ghost Pirates? How many Ghost Pirates were there?
I don't know.
Doesn't
They
matter.
didn't really distinguish themselves, so...
I know there was one with a hook, one with a sickle, and one with a cutlass. The one with the sword is my favorite.
Yeah, of course.
Next week...
But it was good.
Next week, though, it's time to return to the wonderful world of pre-MCU Marvel movies.
Oh, no.
No. To see more of the Sentinel of Liberty himself.
No.
Yes.
I don't want to do it.
This time with hang gliders.
I really don't want to do it. Not again.
There is no escape.
God damn it.
See you next time, guys.
See you next time if I live that long.
Is it funny that we always come up right after Halloween, still doing Halloween stuff?
I mean, the spirit never really leaves now, does it?
Well, the spirit of Halloween has left because their swords have become almost impossible to find now.
True.
But I mean,
in our hearts.
Probably shouldn't be making that comparison because, this whole show is basically horror movies.
I was going to say, it's pretty much what we do, so whether they're good or bad or really bad.
Those are our only options? Good, bad, really bad?
Yes.
I think we've seen a few mediocres. Like Bionicle 2.
I guess there's
Night of the Scarecrow.
Night of the Scarecrow. Oh, right. Fuck.
You've already forgotten Night of the Scarecrow.
It's not that I've forgotten, it's that I chose to not remember.
Wuss.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Anyway, see you next time, guys.
See you guys next time.